To find the x and y intercepts for this equation, I'm going to first start off by organizing my information. So I'm going to find my x-intercept. So the work for that's going to go here. And I'm also going to find the y-intercept. And the work for that's going to go over here. To find the x-intercept, we're going to set y equal to 0. And to find the y-intercept, we're going to set x equal to 0. And if you want more details as to why we have to make y 0 to find this intercept and make x 0 to find the y-intercept, make sure you watch the video, including this section of the worksheet, because it's going to show you the reasoning behind that, which is really important as to, to understand why we have to do certain things in mathematics, because it's not a trick. There's actually reasoning behind why we have to do this. But once we find these, it'll actually allow us to figure out what the graph of this equation is going to look like if we want to graph it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite the equation. 4x plus 2y is equal to negative 4. And then I'm going to make y equal to 0. So I copy everything the exact same way, except in parentheses, I'm going to switch this out, replace y with 0. And now we just proceed with simplifying. So 2 times 0, we get 0 here. So I'm going to get 4x plus 0 equals negative 4. Add these up, we get 4x equals negative 4. And then last step, to get 1x, I got to divide by 4. And I got to balance the equation, do it to both sides. So we're going to get 1x equals negative 1. And since this represents my x-intercept, I'm going to write my answer as an ordered pair. So x and y value. To get this number, don't forget, we made y 0. So y is 0 here. And my answer that I got when I replaced y with 0 was x is negative 1. So this is the location of the point where the graph of your line is going to pass through this point on the x-axis. Next, to find the y-intercept, we're just going to do the same thing. Copy the equation, 4x plus 2y equals negative 4. I'm going to make my x 0 in this case. So in parentheses, replace that with 0. And then we're just going to go ahead and keep simplifying until we can solve for x. So here we're going to get 0 plus 2y equals negative 4. Add these up, we're going to get 2y equals negative 4. And then the last step is to divide both sides by 2. So we could get over here 1y equals negative 2. Now keep in mind that this represents where your equation is going to pass through this number on the y-axis. So it'll be helpful to write it as an ordered pair here. So we have an x and y value when we're given a point. The value that we replaced x with was 0 in this case. So when x was 0, the answer we got was negative 2 for our answer for y. And this is where our line, when we graph it, is going to pass through this point on the y-axis. So to get the sketch, I'm just going to plot these 2 points on an xy axis. So this is my x-axis, my y-axis. I'll do a quick sketch. So now we're going to plot the point 0, negative 2, which is right here. And then the point negative 1, 0, which is right here. And then you could draw your line through those 2 points. And you can see now we have the graph of this equation up here, which is 4x plus 2y equals negative 4.